not gonna fight you. You're my friend. You're my mission. Then finish it. Because I'm with you to the end of the line.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Morgan Stroker, my.
Marvel is like a child to us, a collective child we share as a fan base. We watched it grow up, and we grew up with it. Which doesn't make sense for this analogy, but we saw this kid grow up. We saw it win all the spelling bees, all the little awards and medals. I'm talking Civil War, Winter Soldier, first Avengers movie.
Then we saw them win the state championship. We saw them become fucking president. Talking about Phase 3, man. Infinity War, Endgame, No Way Home.
After that, we just watched it get into this car accident. This brutal car accident, and the doctor's like telling us like, yo, like your kid's not gonna make it, G. Like he's not gonna make it. We're just like, bro, he has to make it. He's on the bed, we're holding his hand, and the doctor's like, yo, this kid's not gonna make it. What are you gonna do? And I'm like, yo, you gotta save it. That's a bad analogy, but I feel like it rings true, man. We all know Marvel is dying, and Marvel just simply does not care.
Now, I think, the main reasons why they're dying is like everybody knows that they don't give a shit.
God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
They're just putting out products just to put them out. I'm waking up with Morningwood, and I'm also waking up with Kevin Feige telling me he's dropping a new project this Saturday, next Saturday, the next Saturday.
It's like Marvel just lacks individuality now. Like they lack the heart. I can make all the CGI jokes I want, like, but I'm not gonna, just because I don't care about CGI at this point. Give me my story and my character.
They're lacking that, and it's hard to be excited for this now. I can't anticipate it when it's coming out every other week and I can just sit in my chair and watch it instead of going to the theater. I don't break things down anymore. I don't watch people break stuff down.
I would be fine with this abundant amount of Marvel projects if they were actually taken seriously and focused on. They're lacking the most important thing when it comes to a film is story and character and just good writing in general.
I mean, what happened to Iron Man when he started off as the Merchant of Death and sold weapons to terrorists? Then you go to Endgame and he has a daughter and he's willing to sacrifice that new life he has with her in order to save the world.
With Thor, we see him start as a stale character who only cares about becoming king. We see him in Ragnarok, and they took the great approach, making him a comedic character who cares more about his people around him and who doesn't take himself as serious. But then they just kind of shit on all these character beats and all these character developments, especially with Thor.
What they did with him in Love and Thunder. I mean, I love Taika Waititi, and he's great at comedy, but they just took it up a notch, man. I mean, bro's ass cheeks are out in that Coliseum scene.
That could have been an intense scene, but it wasn't, because they just show his booty.
They're doing the same thing with Hulk too. I mean, Hulk never had his own movies and never really had a specific arc, but turning him into the Professor Hulk is fine, but now they just kind of made him a douchebag. They just totally changed what his character is about and just kind of bitched him out on She-Hulk as well, which kind of sucks.
And I guess it would be okay if these new guys are coming in to take the mantle, which is fine. But then treat your new guys with some respect,
These characters now, I feel like they just feel so written. And I know this sounds so stupid to say, but written as in they just feel so formulaic. They're the same generic character. Oh my god, I fucking suck.
They're all the same. They're all just trying to prove themselves. That's their main arc. Kate Bishop is funny. She kind of just wants to be Hawkeye, but then she has to learn to kind of be her own thing. Same thing with Jennifer Walters, trying to learn to get rid of the Hulk thing and be her own type of character. But then they just threw her finale. They used the cop out of the fourth wall and didn't even give her a full wrapping up arc. It's the same generic thing repeated over and over again of lack of character and just lack of complexity. Hey man, y'all are kind of bad.
Shut the fuck up, you nasty bitch. I don't know how the fuck you jump in my son, you little nasty ass nigga. Shut your little bitch.
And it's just the same repeated thing, and it confuses me because you have Moon Knight. His character is so fucking awesome, and it's so cool. His personality disorder within him and how he has to battle it, and Oscar Isaacs fucking killed that shit. And then they just make a show out of it, which kind of I feel was his downfall. If it was a movie, I feel like it would have been crazy. Then it's just these shows are coming out, and it's really, the anticipation's not there. I can watch it from my chair. Just there's no magic anymore. There's no magic. It's because of this writing, and it's because of this lack of effort and this lack of care towards our characters. That magic is gone. I don't feel it, and I can't even be hyped for these upcoming movies. I can't even be hyped for these team ups because these team ups are gonna be ass. They're gonna be garbage. even with Eternals, you know, a team up movie within itself, every character mushed together. They were just funny, sarcastic people who just didn't take things serious, and nobody sticks out anymore. Everybody's just the same. These jokes blend in. It just feels like there's no meaning to it. So when I go in the theater, I'm not excited anymore. You know, it sucks. Like I said, it was our child, and now like I feel like putting it up for adoption. You know, I just feel like kind of just throwing it out the streets, letting somebody pick it up. Maybe, you know, I don't really give a shit about the kid no more. You know. So it's tough, but I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully with Guardians of the Galaxy we get something cool, and with Ant-Man we get something cool. I don't know, I really haven't made that many great points. I feel like I've just been kind of ranting, but I feel like a lot of people will agree with me somehow. But still, hope you got something out of this. That's pretty much it. Thank you.